Bedouin tribesmen in Libya ride to greet their head of state, Muammar Gaddafi. So who is this man who prays 5 times a day and bases his revolution on religion? He's accused of supporting terrorist groups from all over the world and cites verses from the Quran to justify his state decisions. Is he a dangerous religious fanatic? He says he is simply a soldier for Islam. Like all good Muslims, Gaddafi's day starts at dawn with prayer. Here he performs the ritual ablutions which symbolize a spiritual cleansing before he can talk with his God. He's a fervent believer in Islam and religiously follows the moral code of the Quran, Islam's holy book. "7 a.m. Breakfast is a simple meal. A glass of milk, coffee and a piece of bread. It's a soldier's house, furnished right out of the local store and identical to the other officers' homes in the Tripoli barracks. But this is no ordinary soldier. This is the mercurial strongman who is dragging Libya from the poverty of the Middle Ages into the oil technology of the 20th century, according to a code of conduct 1400 years old. He grew up tending his father's camels and goats. His parents were illiterate Bedouin, and it was here that Gaddafi's concern was for of the oasis in the desert interior. Today, his parents still live here in a tent. His parents' austerity is part of Gaddafi's showmanship as the champion of the simple and virtuous in Bedouin life. It was here at his mother's side that the young Gaddafi's great devotion to Islam was founded and nurtured. I asked them what Gaddafi was like as a child. His father said that he was a pious little boy who never forgot his prayers and that he was reserved and shut in on himself. At primary school, we were too poor to pay for lodgings, so he slept in the mosque and walked home 20 kilometers through the desert every weekend. His mother had only one complaint. Her son insists that they remain in their tent until every Libyan is properly housed. He's 35, twice married, and has 5 children. There's no bulletproof Bentley waiting. Instead, he drives himself to work in a simple Peugeot 504, identical to the thousands of other Peugeots flooding Tripoli. He ignores personal security and often, unannounced, drives off alone into the country to meet his people. He doesn't drink, as the Quran demands, nor smokes. He's a good-looking man with a gaunt and anxious look. Revolutionary Command Council headquarters in the heart of the barracks is the powerhouse of the revolution. It's a sort of White House, Pentagon and Whitehall all rolled into one, and protected by a stable of tanks and heavily armed soldiers that we were not allowed to film. It's 7:20 in the morning and Gaddafi is the first to arrive.